Good morning, beautiful friends. Welcome to your early morning yoga flow for the perfect inner and outer yoga glow. This is a Vinyasa yoga class that activates the whole body, awakens your spirit, and gets you ready for the day. You don't need any specific props today. If you would like to listen to some music, you can check out my Spotify. There are loads of playlists to accompany your practice. And other than that, let's get started. Let's begin the class sitting on the heels just for a moment, rather towards the back of your mat. Just to take a moment to settle in. If you prefer to use any props for support, you could always take a blanket or a cushion, or you could also sit with your legs crossed. And you can just take a moment to stroke your palms along the thighs a couple of times, closing down the eyes and just arriving in the body. Noticing that warm touch of your palms, and just gifting yourself with attention, loving kindness, and just starting to really arrive in the body. Good. And then let the palms rest, let the shoulders relax, close down the eyes. Feel the warmth, the energy that has been created in between the palms and your thighs. Feel how this warmth, this energy spreads through the body, relaxes you, grounds you in this moment. And just go ahead and take a bit of a deeper breath in through your nose. And very gently sigh it out through the mouth. Let's do that again. Deep breath in through the nose. Relieving breath out through the mouth. And then either keep the hands where they are or join the palms. Once again, feel that touch very consciously and take this as an inspiration to stay very connected to yourself, to your body and your needs today in this morning practice. You can set an intention for your yoga practice and for your day, a quality that you would like to invite more of, that you would like to cultivate. So every time you feel distracted or challenged on your mat and off your mat, you can ask yourself, what was my intention? How do I want to feel? And what do I need to feel this way? Let's take another breath in through the nose. Gently sigh it out. And begin to blink the eyes open and steady the gaze. And then release your hands in your seat. Come onto all fours. And if you feel tight in the back of the legs or maybe in the ankles, then just tap the backs of your feet against the ground a couple of times, waking up the feet. And then tucking the toes under, stretching the feet, pressing away from the ground into a rounded back, cat stretch, chin down to the chest, navel in. And then as you inhale, open up the chest, lift the heart, lift the tailbone, curve the back. Let's do that again. Exhale, round the back, cat stretch. Inhale, open up the chest, gently lift the tailbone one more time. Exhale, round, press away from the ground, engage the core. And inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Good, and then exhale, round the back, and then close your eyes and start to move intuitively. This could be circling movements with the upper body, or maybe you want to drop the hips backwards towards the heels, or maybe you want to drop the hips forwards towards the wrists. Whatever feels good, just take a moment to connect with your body. Which areas need a little more time to wake up this morning? Yeah, just maybe 2-3 more breaths, doing whatever feels good, really getting into it. And then slowly finding that very neutral, stable position. You're not in a cat stretch, not in a cow stretch, but in the middle. And then lift your heart up, and this time take your right knee up for a tiger stretch. And as you exhale, bring nose and knee together in front of the body, squeeze it in. One more time, inhale, tiger stretch. Lift the heart, lift the knee. Exhale, round, squeeze nose and knee. Inhale, lift the knee, lift the gaze. And this time, close the knee with a big circle. So you open the hip and then you circle the knee back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, big circle. Exhale, knee lowers. One more. Inhale. Exhale, circle it the other way around. Inhale, open the hip. And exhale, bring the knee back and out. Good. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale. Exhale, good. Now inhale, extend the leg up behind your neutral spine once again. Exhale, the right toes point to the right and we guide the foot all the way over to the right side next to the hip. Ground the lateral edge of your foot. Inhale for a cow stretch, open the chest. And exhale, cat stretch, round the back. Again, inhale, open. Feel how that affects your hip. Exhale, round. Inhale, one more time, open. Exhale, neutral spine, draw the belly in. Inhale, lift the foot. Exhale, bring the leg out behind you. Come onto the fingertips and pull the knee forward and through. Step the foot forward. High, no, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Sweep your arms up. Drop the shoulders as you exhale. Drop the hips. Two more. Inhale, really stretch the upper body. Exhale, release the shoulders down. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, ground the hands down. You can also stay on the fingertips for more space. Lift the foot, bring the knee next to the knee. And exhale, find that cat stretch. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the left knee, tiger stretch, second side. Exhale, round, squeeze it in. Inhale. Exhale. Curving the back. Inhale, open up. Now exhale, big circle to the side. Guide the knee out and then down. Good. Inhale, out to the side. Exhale, closing. One more this way. Inhale. Exhale, second direction. Inhale, open the knee to the side. Exhale, back and down. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, leg out behind you. Inhale, long leg. Exhale, guide it out to the side. Find your space. Foot comes next to the hip. Inhale, lift the heart, cow stretch. Exhale, round the back, cat stretch. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Neutral spine. Inhale, lift the foot. I don't have a lot of space. I hope you do. Exhale, bring the leg up behind you. Pull it forward and through. You can come into the fingertips. Anjaneyasana. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Drop the shoulders. Exhale. Two more. Find a lot of space. Reach the arms high. Soften the shoulders and the face. Last time. Inhale. Bring the hands down, maybe fingertips or palms, and then bring knee to knee. Untuck the toes, point the toes, send the hips back, child's pose, just for a moment. Let the hips be heavy, arms super long. Take a moment to feel how the body feels after these warming up exercises, how the temperature changes. Catch your breath. Then look forward, ground the palms. You can even ground the elbows if this is helpful. With slide forward, you pass the elbows and then shift the weight into your hands. Small cobra, inhale. Exhale, over the knees, come back into your child's pose. One more like that. Dancing cobra, inhale, slide it forward. Exhale, child's pose. Now this time, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal the legs. Push one heel after the other down to the ground, opening the backs of the legs, softening the knees, the hips. Soften the neck, the jaw. Bring the hips really high. You can bend the knees, really lift up through the shoulders. One more breath. And then come onto the tiptoes as you roll your way forward. Inhale into a high plank. Think about cat-like with the back. Press the shoulders apart. Exhale, come back up. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. One more. Inhale, roll it forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll it forward. Exhale, bring the knees down, lower all the way onto the belly. Flow with the breath. Inhale, cobra, tops of the feet down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale onto the tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees in preparation, look forward, and then inhale, walk your way to the top of the mat. You can bend the knees. And exhale, fall into gravity. Come into the fingertips, lengthen through the spine, knees are bent, half lift. And exhale, fall down. We do this one more time. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift, flat back. Exhale, let it go, Uttanasana. You come to standing. Inhale, take your arms over the side, reach all the way up, upward salute. Look up to your hands. And exhale, draw all that energy, that breath down to your center and release. We go into chair pose, Utkatasana. Draw the low belly in, sweep the arms up. And then fold forward into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Long back, ride your breath, inhale. Exhale, step back and lower. You can use the knees as we have, or maybe go in one piece all the way down. Cobra Bhujangasana, inhale, the chest open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up into the air, three-legged dog. Exhale, big step forward in between the hands. Use the core. High lunge, inhale, stand up, sweep the arms up. Stay for the exhale, drop the shoulders. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, open hips and arms, warrior two. Right knee still points forward. Find more length in the spine as you inhale. Maybe sit a bit deeper as you exhale. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg without pressing through the knee. Exhale, pull yourself forward and down for your triangle pose. Stack your shoulders. Left arm is pulling up and your right hand just supports you a little. Don't collapse into that arm. Try and reach high. Keep the feet active on the mat. Inner thighs yearning towards each other. One more breath. And then look down. Press into the feet. Inhale, bring the upper body back up. Exhale, warrior two, bend the front leg. Inhale, peaceful warrior, right arm pulls up. Exhale, windmill the hands down to frame the front foot. Inhale, step back into your plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way with or without the knees, maybe half for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog, only tops of the feet and hands touch the ground. Exhale, down dog. Left leg, inhale up into the air. Big step forward, exhale. High lunge, stand up, inhale. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, reach higher. Exhale, open arms and hip for warrior two. Back heel comes all the way down. Find that length in the spine, inhale. Sit a bit deeper with your exhale. One more, inhale, soft face. Stability as you exhale. Inhale, straighten the front leg without pressing through the knee. Thigh is active. Exhale, pull yourself forward and down. Reach the right arm up for your triangle pose. Maybe look into the upper hand, but see how your neck feels this morning. Find a lot of integrity in the core by taking the weight out of the left hand. Take another full breath. And then look down. Press into the feet. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, warrior two. Peaceful warrior, left arm reaches up. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Release the back heel. Inhale, step back into your plank pose. Choose yourself, lower all the way or half, with or without the knees. Inhale, cobra or up dog, whatever suits you this morning. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Inhale, come onto the tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. You can walk or hop, or maybe take two big steps to the top of the mat for your half forward fold. And then you give in on the exhale, fold all the way. Inhale into your chair pose, Utkatasana, draw the belly in. Exhale, come to standing, hands together in front of the heart. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a grounding breath. Feel the sensation of your skin. How it's like warm, maybe tingling, energy flowing through the body. One more breath, just to observe. And then get ready for your chair pose. Inhale, sit back, sweep the arms up. Low belly is nice and active. Exhale, fold all the way down. Half lift, long spine. Exhale, step back either straight into your down dog or take one vinyasa, one flow. This means one movement, one breath. Lower, exhale. Open chest, inhale. Down dog is where we meet. Take a breath in and a breath out. Lift the right leg up into the air as you inhale. Big step forward as you exhale. Use the core. Inhale, reach the hands up, high lunge. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart and lean forward. Draw that low belly in, shift the weight, warrior three. Left toes are pointing down, chest is open, spine is long, and inner thighs are yearning towards each other. Now maybe balance is tricky in the morning, but our practice is just to stay easy, patient, playful, and whatever your intention was. You can always take a break. Try not to judge, don't be frustrated, just enjoy the process, whether it's wobbly or stable today. And then engage the core. We stand up, pull the left leg up and through, either take a rest or move on right away. Left ankle onto the top of the right knee. We're sitting back for kind of a standing pigeon or a funky chair variation. So sit back with your hips. We want to open the hip a little bit more. We've prepared this morning. See how that feels. Maybe you can sit deeper. Maybe you can bring the elbows towards the low leg. This is just an option. Keep the spine nice and long. Draw the belly in. You take one more full breath like this. And then try and land your fingertips on the ground. You can bend the standing leg more. And then lift the hips higher, fold over the standing leg. If this feels very far away, just keep the leg bent, either stay in the balance or just lean a bit more forward. Let's take another breath here. And then first sit your hips back, engage the core, hands together in front of the heart. Slowly stand up, pull the left knee up, and then send it back and out, warrior three. Inhale here. One more time, exhale, land the fingertips on the ground. Bend your leg, open the hip just for a moment, knees pointing up. And then bend your standing leg. We're spiraling the left knee all the way down to the mat, outside of the right ankle. We try and sit down in between the feet for our twisted seat. If this wasn't quite clear, left leg is long and underneath, left foot steps over. You can stay this way or fold the left leg in. Hug your right leg with the left arm. Reach the right arm up and then twist to the right. So belly to the bent leg. Good. Neck is nice and long. If you happen to have a lot of space, you can bring the left elbow into the outside of the right knee, but there is no need. Make sure you're sitting with both sits bones on the ground. Soften the face. Come back into your breath. One more breath. And then on your inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, take a gentle counter twist to the opposite direction. And then bring the fingertips behind you to unravel the legs. Step the feet onto the mat next to each other right in front of you. Bring your hands underneath the knees. Lift the heart higher and then lean back with that straight back. Feet come off the ground, bow pose. We're not staying for too long. You can keep the hands or you can extend the arms forward, but make sure your spine is nice and long. Let's take another full breath. Keeping the ease, the softness, and the breath and the thoughts. And then cross your shins, roll over the feet, step back. You can take a flow here, a vinyasa, or step right into your downward facing dog. This is where we meet, no rush. You can always take a moment to pedal out the legs. Take a deep breath to gather yourself. And then let's synchronize All together, left leg up into the air. Big step forward, exhale. High lunge, inhale, stand up, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart, lean forward, start shifting the weight, keep the core nice and active into the warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. Your right toes are pointing down. You're not bowing forward, but you're lifting the heart. And you soften your thoughts, you soften your breath. And then engage the core. We stand up, pull the right knee up and through. Bring the knee to the outside, ankle on top of the left knee, sit back. Feel that hip opening, find an angle that feels good. Sometimes the balance is easier if we sit deeper, further back with the hips. And only maybe you bring the elbows closer to the low leg. This is just an option, wherever you can balance. And even if it wobbles, you made it to your mat today, already done all these movements, such a big accomplishment. So never judge, don't be frustrated, just enjoy the journey. It's not a performance, remember that. It's just a practice. Land your fingertips on the ground and then lift your hips if this is available. You can also keep the left leg much more bent. Try and see if you can let go of the head. Keep breathing. One more breath. And then bend the standing leg. First, sit the hips back, engage the core, hands together in front of the heart. We stand up, strong legs, strong core. And then warrior three, bring the leg out behind you. Just one inhale. And then land the fingertips down. Open the hip for a moment. This should feel good. And then spiral that right knee down to the outside of the left ankle. Sitting back in between the heels. You can use your hands for help. And just deconstructing quickly. Right leg is long and underneath. Left foot steps over. Maybe the right leg is folded in. Right arm pulls us forward to sit up tall. Left arm moves up. And then out behind us for the seated twist. Good. Option to take your arm variation or to stay where you are. Softening the face. Getting back into the breath, into the body. Being curious about the sensations. Maybe you can feel your cheeks glowing a little bit with warmth, with energy. One more breath. And then on your inhale, reach the arms up. And on your exhale, take that gentle counter twist. Twists in the morning are really so delicious. Bring the fingertips behind you to unravel the legs. Stand the feet up in front of you. Before we go into our second bow pose, make sure you have space to lay down. So you want to be sitting in the center of the mat. Take your hands behind the knees, lift the heart. With that straight back, lean back, bring your feet off the ground. Maybe low legs parallel to the floor. Hands can stay, or maybe extend the arms forward. We take 2 more breaths. And then after this next breath, we want to go into half bow pose. Take all your last strength, extending the legs, leaning back, but keeping the back nice and straight. Just one full breath here. And then with a lot of control, slowly lay your way down. Good job. Bend your legs, stand up the feet. Feet are hip distance and very close to the bum. And you can imagine that you're holding a yoga block in between the thighs. So you keep the thighs really nice and active. We press the feet into the ground as we roll the back of the mat. Take the arms along into a shoulder bridge. And then slowly come back. Let's do this just maybe 2 more times to massage the spine. And it also feels like a really recharging movement. So inhale, bring the arms overhead, lift your hips. Exhale, slowly, vertebra by vertebra, bring it back down. And then one more time, inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms. And as you arrive, keep the hips lifted, only bring the arms back on your exhale. Interlace all 10 fingers behind the back and bring the shoulder blades closer together. Really open up the chest, lift the hips, lift the pubic bone, groins are stretched and opened. And you want to keep the chin down just a little so your neck is nice and long. And feel all that energy rushing through the body. Take a couple of full, more nourishing breaths, stretching the whole front body. opening the heart space. And then come into the tiptoes. Release the hands. Slowly roll your way back down. And as you arrive, take your feet further apart. Let the knees fall towards another in the center, resting against each other. Palms can be placed on the upper body. Once again, making that very conscious and very loving connection with yourself. Eyes can be closed. Feel your heartbeat, your pulse. How the body feels now. How the breath settling once again. And then take your arms out to the side. The way your feet are now, you can just drop the knees from side to side very generously, very loosely, just to let go of any leftover tension in the groins and the belly, in the back. And then bring one knee after the other up to the chest. Grab a hold of your shins or maybe ankles or outside edges of the feet for your happy baby. Pull the knees down towards the armpits. You can also hold behind the knees, but you want to ground the low back down. Rock a bit from side to side maybe. And then gift yourself a little smile. Grateful that you've made it through your practice. We'll just take maybe a minute to relax. So you can either stretch out in a Shavasana pose, so long legs, long arms, or in a Baddha Konasana pose, soles of the feet together, legs fall out, knees fall out, so you have a diamond shape. Palms could be resting on the body or facing the sky next to the body, whatever feels best. Eyes are closed. And just gift yourself with this moment of peace, of rest. After moving, after exploring yourself. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And sigh it out through the mouth. Let go of any tension. Let go of any control. Any active thinking. And let's just take maybe 5 breaths in silence. No need to rush. I'll bring you back in 5 breaths. Good. And then go ahead and take some small movements to bring yourself back into the body and back into this moment. Maybe wrists, ankles. If you have the legs, the knees apart from each other, you can use the hands for help to bring them together. Step your feet on the mat, even if you're in the Shavasana pose. And then just roll onto one side for a moment. Rest your head maybe on the lower arm and just take a moment to observe how you feel after your morning asana practice. And then press that upper hand into the floor. As you sit up mindfully, you can sit on the heels as we did in the beginning, or maybe sit with your legs crossed. Take a moment to sit upright, maybe connect your palms to your thighs or to your abdomen, your heart, whatever feels best. So you feel that warmth, that inner glow permeating the body, maybe moving onto your face. You can feel a certain warmth in your face. Maybe you feel a little smile, just an appreciation for your body, your practice, your presence, and the ability to practice yoga together, to benefit from this beautiful system for well-being. And then join your palms, recall your intention one last time, and make a resolve to take it with you now into your day. And when you're ready, you can open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for this morning practice. I hope you feel glowing and fresh and warmed up and ready for your day. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. Please leave me a comment. I would really appreciate to know how you feel and what you would love to practice next. And then I will see you in the next practice. Have a wonderful one.